It was Saturday morning. Ben and his little sister Mia woke up early. They looked out the window. The sky was gray. The clouds were big and dark. Ben said, "Oh no, it's going to rain today." Mia said, "But we wanted to go to the park." "Yes," Ben replied. "We wanted to play on the swings and run on the grass." Their mom walked into the room. She smiled and said, "Good morning. Yes, it's going to rain, but maybe we can still have fun." Mia asked, "How, Mom?" "It's so wet outside." Mom said, "Let's wait and see. Sometimes adventures happen in the rain." Ben looked at Mia. Mia looked at Ben. They both smiled. At 10 o'clock, the rain started. First it was soft. Then it got heavy. The wind blew hard. The trees moved side to side. Suddenly, the lights in the house went off. Ben said, "What happened?" Dad came in and said, "The power is out. The storm is strong today." Mia asked, "No lights? No TV?" Mom nodded. "Yes, Mia, but we can use candles. We will be okay." Dad lit 2 candles. The room became warm and soft with light. Ben said, "This feels like a story. A rainy day story." Mom said, "Then let's make it one." "Let's play a story game," she said. "I will start the story. Then, Ben, you tell the next part. Then Mia. We take turns." Ben and Mia liked that idea. Mom started. "Once upon a time, there was a big bird. This bird had blue feathers and golden eyes." Ben added, "The bird lived in a tall tree in the forest. One day, it saw a little boy in the rain." Mia said, "The little boy had no umbrella. The bird flew down and helped him." They laughed and told more parts of the story. The rain fell outside, but inside, it was cozy. Ben looked outside. "Let's make a tent," he said. "A tent?" Mia asked. "Yes," Ben said. "A tent in the living room, with blankets and pillows." Mom and Dad helped. They used 2 chairs, a long stick, and a big blanket. The tent looked fun. Ben and Mia crawled inside. Mia said, "It feels like a secret place." Ben whispered, "We are in the jungle. There are wild animals outside." Mia laughed. "I hear a tiger." Dad roared like a tiger. Ben and Mia screamed and laughed. After some time, Mia said, "I'm hungry." Mom said, "Let's make a rainy day snack." "What can we make?" Ben asked. Mom said, "How about warm toast with honey and hot chocolate?" "Yes, please," Mia said. They went to the kitchen. The stove still worked, even without power. Mom toasted bread. She poured hot milk and added chocolate powder. Ben said, "It smells so good." Mia said, "It tastes even better." They sat near the window and watched the rain. The snack was warm. Their hearts felt warm too. Suddenly, there was a knock at the door. Knock, knock. Ben opened the door. It was their neighbor, Mr. Lee. He was old but kind. He held an umbrella and a big box. "Hello," he said. "The power is out. I made some soup. Would you like some?" Mom smiled. "Thank you, Mr. Lee. That's very kind." Ben and Mia helped him bring the soup inside. Mia said, "Let's eat together." They sat at the table. Mr. Lee told stories about his childhood. "When I was your age," he said, "we had many rainy days like this. But we played games and sang songs." Ben said, "Will you teach us a song?" Mr. Lee nodded and sang a funny song. Everyone laughed and clapped. After lunch, Ben found an old book on the shelf. It was a book about pirates. He opened it and found a paper inside. "Mia, look," he said. "It's a map." "A treasure map?" she asked. "I think so." They showed it to Dad. Dad said, "This is an old game I made when I was a boy. Let's play." They followed the map. It had clues. Under the red couch, behind the kitchen door, inside the toy box. Each clue brought them closer. At the end, they found a small box. Inside was a golden paper star. Mia said, "We found the treasure." Ben said, "This is the best rainy day ever." By the afternoon, the rain slowed. The sun peeked through the clouds. Ben and Mia went outside with boots and raincoats. They jumped in puddles. They laughed and ran around the garden. Mia found a snail. Ben found a feather. They picked flowers and made a small bouquet for Mom.
"Thank you," Mom said.
"These are beautiful," Dad said. "The sky is blue again." Mr. Lee waved from his window. The rain had brought everyone together. Suddenly, Mia pointed to the sky. "Look," she shouted. A big rainbow was there. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Ben said, "It's a rainbow." Mia said, "It's magic." They all stood and looked at the rainbow. Mom said, "This day started with rain. But look how beautiful it became." Ben nodded. Sometimes, a rainy day is not bad. It can be full of surprises. Mia smiled. It's an adventure. That night, the power came back. The lights turned on. But Ben and Mia said, "Can we turn them off?" "Why?" Dad asked. "Because the candles are nice," Ben said. "And the tent is cozy," Mia added. So, they kept the lights off and stayed in the tent. Mom brought a notebook. "Let's write about today," she said. "So, we can remember it." They wrote, "Today was a rainy day. The power went out. But we told stories, made a tent, ate yummy food, sang songs, found a treasure, and saw a rainbow. It was a special day." Ben and Mia smiled. "It was the best rainy day ever," they said together. Thank you for listening to this story from the English Club. We hope you enjoyed a rainy day adventure. Remember, even simple days can become big adventures, and every story helps you learn more English. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more easy English stories. See you next time.